Welcome back to the channel. It's Don's Graphics, and in today's tutorial I shall be showing you how to design a funeral roll-up banner with the help of Pixellab. If you are joining us for the first time, you know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button. In fact, smash it, subscribe, so you can understand this video. Alright, so about that, we're going to delete this default text. Then what we're going to do right now is to click on these three dots to set our size, and we're going to do with 3x4. The width is 3 and the height is 4, so we can have this. Once you've achieved this, click on this background setting, and you want to come and import this background. I will share it with you in the video description. Click on your check mark and you're good to go. Once you've achieved this, I'll love you to come back, click on this middle button right here, and you click on stickers. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, guys. So click on stickers. We have this. Basically, we just want to make the background more white. Okay, so we have this sticker. Just tap back your finger on the screen. Don't click on this check mark. The sticker will not it will not appear on our design, so just click anywhere on the screen and we have a sticker here. Make a copy of it by clicking here. You have copy, then bring it, place it directly above the first one. Go to layer, which is right here. Then you are going to select these two by clicking here, then you select. After selecting, click here to mesh them up. Then they'll ask you whether you want to mesh. Click OK, and we have it all meshed out. So what we're going to do is just to size this way, then make a copy, position it also here, make a copy, position it here also. Now go back to your layer and lock everything up. So this is where your layer is, and click on these small lock icons to lock up those stickers. Once you've achieved that, click on import. So about that, we're going to bring in this flower element, which I have here. So just click on it and import it to your design. What you're going to do now is to rotate. So look here, you will see a small rotation button. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel so you can understand this video. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Good. So just position it around the angle here, make a copy of it, and come to 3D rotate. Click on it, and let's rotate this along the x-axis, so we can also position it here. Good. Now go to layer and you just lock all of this up. So after logging everything up, what you are going to do is to bring in the image of this lady. So I'm just going to crop this image right up to this point. We just want to work with the upper half of the image. Then you can now size it up. So this is where you size up. Click here to size up. So click on the image and you click here to size up. So we want to size this up to fit perfectly into our design. So we're going to position this here and use your position button to make sure it's perfectly aligned. Go now to layer also and just lock this image up. So as you lock the image, we discover we have to create some blur effects here. So how do you go about that? Come to your draw button, and before you go to draw button, be sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Okay, and if you are someone who has not been understanding the tutorials, just know it's because you have basically not subscribed yet to the channel. So subscribe, smash the like button, and you see how it's going to be flowing. So click on draw button and increase your pen size, increase the smoothness to 100%, and also the blur radius. Now just roll your finger neatly across the screen into two smooth lines, then you click on the check mark and you have this. So we're going to, stretch this out neatly. So this is where we are stretching. You can see some dots here. Just hold on it, it will stretch out neatly. So position that this way. Okay, use lazy position to do that. Now what we're going to do next is to change the color of this into a color very close to this ox blood. So we have this, it's a dark pink though, so I have this here. So basically how you can achieve this color is just go to pink color. All right, so let's just check a pink color. This is pink. Click on pink. Then as you click on pink, click on the plus button. Then what you're going to do is to shift this middle button, which is the darkness or the thickness of the color, to this other negative end until you have this kind of ox blood color, but it's a darker version of pink. So now you want to click on OK, and we have this. All right, so you can see we have that color. If you want, you can make a copy of this, position it neatly here. All right, somehow I think it's too much, so what we're going to do is to reduce the opacity of this one a little. Okay, just touch the opacity a bit to about 70%. Then you click on the layer panel to lock this up. Now let's push this image a little bit upward. It's too much down. Okay, good, perfect. Now once you check everything is well in place, the next thing you need to do is to start bringing in your text. So I'm going to go to new text, double tap to write in loving memory. So the in should start in capital letters and loving also should start in capital letters, except for that all other texts are in small letters. Change the color of this text to black, then go to your fonts area. I've shown you repeatedly how to download fonts, so we're going to be using a particular script font here called the Jacqueline. This font, click OK. All right, now the text has padding issues. Padding means some parts of the text are not showing. So I recently uploaded a video on this channel on beginners, for beginners to Pixellab. You can check that to know how all of this works. So go to padding and make the padding to the left by 10 and to the right by 10 also. You can increase this a little bit. Now you want to use lazy position to make sure it's on the middle, then shift it up a bit. So we have in loving memory. Go to new text and write, let's write memory. All right, this should be in capital letters. So I want us to use the perfect pink color here. Okay, this. Now go to text, and we're using this font called let's try these two fonts here. All right, which one will work? Okay, let's try this Abyssinical SL font. This font, I can't get that pronunciation well, pardon me for that. So we have in loving memory. Okay, then just increase this, make sure it's bold enough. Use lazy position to centralize it in the middle, then go to layer and you lock this up. So after achieving this, what we're going to do is to go to text once again and write forever in our hearts. Make this to be in caps. Click OK. Bring it down here. Let's give it the same pink color. And break it. So this is how you can break the text. Just hold it on this dot and break it into 3 lines. Go to your font, and we're using this font called Roboto. So I want to use Roboto medium, this font. Then you can click OK. Now reduce the size of the text neatly and position it right here. So after positioning it here, what we're going to do is to reduce the size again a bit, then go to line spacing and reduce the line spacing in between the lines to about -5. Now let's go to import by clicking here, then you click on import button to import this flower element. So I'm going to minimize this, use relative position in bringing it very much closer here. So what I'm going to do is to reduce the size. Like I said, if you are joining us for the first time, you know what to do. Just subscribe to the channel. That's the easiest way people understand tutorials on this channel. Once you subscribe, once you smash the like button, you'll be able to understand most of our tutorials. Now let's click on this text and send them down a little bit. Forever in our hearts. Perfect. Now it's time for us to bring in the name. So go to new text and write mist. So we have mist. Then I guess we're going to use a white color for this text, and go to font once again and use Roboto medium. Reduce the size neatly and just bring it here. So I have mist. Go to new text and write Beatrice. So the name of this lady is Beatrice. Just leave it in small letters for now, and go to color and make this also to be in white. But then we're going to go to our font right now, which is here, to change the font style into the Jacqueline, a script font. Then we increase the size of the name to this level. Now confidently or neatly align it with Miss. So it should be on the same line with mist. So we have Miss Beatrice. Okay, but that's not all about the name. So we are going to copy this text because I want us to maintain the same font. So go to memory, copy it by clicking on this pen icon. Then you will see this other copy button. So let's just copy this. We have the same. All right, and let's bring the last. Now the next name is Ayola Layode. So this is a Nigerian kind of name. I am not too familiar with these names though, so pardon me if I'm not pronouncing that well. Okay, we're going to obviously change the color into white. Of course, let's make the color to be white. Then what you are going to do is to go to spacing, and let's try to reduce the letter spacing a bit by -2. Then click on words so that we can reduce the word spacing also by -6. All right, now go to relative position and make sure it's on the middle. Then you can send this up a bit. Now what we're going to do is to click on mist. All right, and we're going to increase the size to about 40. It was too small. Then you now align it neatly to fall along the same line with mist. So we have Miss Beatrice. Now let's go to layer, select Miss and Beatrice, then you click here. No, let's click here on the editing option. And we use relative position to also make sure that they are on the middle of our design. Okay, now look at what we're going to do. This is an easier way for you to move your elements in a group on Pixellab. So once you click on layer, which is here, click here to start selecting the elements you want to move. So we want to move the name. Okay, we want to move the name downward. There are 3 of them we have selected. So click on the editing button once again, and you click on this position button, and you can move the name downwards a bit. Okay, good. So now what we're going to do is to bring in this shield so we can write the date. So I'm going to reduce the size of this neatly, position it here. Okay, then what we're going to do now, alright, I guess we can send the name downwards again so we can have some space there. Okay, we have this way. Okay, good. Now we can click on this shape or on this element, this shield element. By using position button, we can move it. Okay, good. Now click on mist, make a copy of it and write H. So let's write the H in past tense. All right, and change the color to, let's go with this. All right, let's go with the pink. Okay, no troubles by using pink. Then just reduce the size for now to about 25. Then use your position button to move it neatly this way. Now make a copy of this text, double tap to edit and write 65. Then we are going to increase the size so that it can be visible enough. Let's reduce the size, guys, and let's leave this by 60. Then we'll see if it can go. Not yet, so we can leave this at 55. So the goal is to make it fitted on that shape. So I have H65. Okay, but it's sideways, so I want to click on the two write-ups and move them. H65. Very beautiful. Good. Now the last thing we're going to do here is to click on this H, then we'll make a copy, edit it into the year she was born and the year she passed on. So 1969 until 2024. I guess that is 65 years. 65 years. Okay, we're going to change the color to white, then we bring it here. Now as you bring it here, go to star and make this to be in italics by clicking here. So obviously be on italics. Then you can use relative position now to align it neatly to the middle of your work. Beautiful. Now everything is all set, and in this way we can now save our work as PNG and as Ultra, so we can have a good quality. Then wait for it to save. After saving your work, you need to mock it up on a roll-up banner. Alright guys, so after you must have designed your funeral poster on Pixellab, the next thing you want to do is to proceed to mock up your poster for easy presentation to your client using Photopea. And that is why I'm going to launch Photopea right now, so we can see how to mock up this design. Alright, so by now you must have the mockup that you will be using. Don't worry, I will also share the mockup with you. Now go to your web browser and search for Photopea. So just search for Photopea. And once you search Photopea, you will see this result will pop up. Just click on Photopea. And what you are going to click is to click on from computer, and then you choose media, the direction where you have the folder for the mockup. So I have the PSD markup. I'm going to search for that markup here on my phone storage, and this is the particular markup I want to use. So this is the name. It's called the Olili 2v1 PSD mockup. I will share this mockup with you. So select it and wait for it to load on your Photopea. So once it's done loading, as you can see, all we're going to do now is to click here on layer, and as you click on layer, you see two folders here. So when you see these two folders, what you're going to do is to click on where you have mockup. There's a small kind of arrow pointing here. Just click on that white spot. Alright, don't click on the eye icon, sorry. So we click on this eye icon by error. Don't click on it. Rather, where you're supposed to click is on this tiny small arrow like shape. So just click on it and you will see these other layers will pop up. So first of all, hide fold where you see fold. So hide the eye icon on fold, hide it out. Then now you have to click here on this post where you say you are design here, on this point where they say you are design here. So just click on it twice and it will open this way. So when it opens, hide this eye icon so that you can place your own design. Then now you are going to click back on this layer so we can see what we are doing. Once you achieve this, click back on file, then you go to open and place. Now as you go to open and place, go to file to choose your design. So I'm going to choose the design that we achieved on Pixellab. Now you can see that this design is not fitting through, is not true to size to this mockup. We still have empty spaces. So what are we going to do? Now this is the reason why when I'm designing this kind of flyers, I do not love to put text along the margins, because sometimes it doesn't match the size of our mockup. So when you don't put your text along the margin, you can easily scale it to fit into the mockup. So that's what we're going to do by clicking here. So you can click here. Alright, you just draw it out, zoom it out, scale it to fit into our mockup. So just adjust it this way. Once you achieve that, go back to file and click on save smart object. So this is save smart object. Click on it and you wait for it to save. Now that it's done saving, what you're going to do is to click back here on this first layer. Then you will see that your mockup has been achieved. But somehow I don't like this background. The background that is here is the dark background. So what can we do? How can you remove this background? There are two ways. You can go to photo room and remove the background, or simply the easiest way is for you to click back on layer and you do away with that background. So I'm going to click back on layer, and when you see BG, which stands for background, just click on it here and you hide it. So you click on the eye icon here and it will automatically hide it. Now you can click back on your layer to see what is happening. Now our design looks like a PNG design, and we are good to go to save this design. So I'm going to click back on file. As you click back on file right here, click now on export as. So click on export as PNG, then you wait for it to load and you click on save. So we're going to download, and it's done downloading, so we can check it out. So here is our design. As you can see, it looks perfectly well on that mockup in a particular white background. So how can you achieve this same white background? Because if we place it like this, you see that it's transparent background. So you can go back to Pixellab and give it that white background. So we can delete this. Then we have this square size. Remove this text and change the background color to white. Then now go and import this design into Pixellab. So here we are with the design, and as you can see, everything is well in place. You can even size it up, so we can crop it. Then we size it out so it can fit well. Now you can use relative position to make sure that it's on the middle. Then you push it up to align it perfectly. And as you can see, we have achieved a roll-up banner design for this funeral poster using Pixellab and the Photopea website. I will share this PSD mockup on the video description below. Just check it out from there. Replicate the same thing, but as you go, subscribe to the channel and drop your questions wherever you find any difficulties. I will be seeing you in our next tutorial. Please like the video and don't forget to share it to other designers. I love you all. Stay blessed.